welcome to Psychic Medium Toni Green. I am Toni Green, the Psychic Medium, here to give you approximately 1 hour of questions and answers and connections to your loved ones up above. Yep, that's it. That's what we're going to do. Chit chat, talk a bit, get jizzy, get oh my gosh, what is that song? Get something with it. I know you guys know what it is. Jiggy. I almost said jizzy. What's jizzy? Get jizzy with it. No, it's get jiggy with it. We're gonna get jiggy. And you know what? My mind would not have let that go until I figured it out. It would be middle of the show. I would have been saying figuring it out. Okay, you guys, if you want to ask a question about life, love, career, finances, please put the question in the chat unless you are on Podbean. If you are on Podbean, you can call in or you can put it in the chat of Podbean. You can also put it in the chat on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. Couple quick announcements. Tomorrow at noon, this exact time, noon central, we will be doing the book club, the online book club, Toni Green, What If? A transformational guide. And tomorrow's question is, what if everything you want is right behind everything you don't? Okay, if you would like a copy of the book, the link is in the bio or the description. But you do not need the book to participate. So yes, tomorrow at noon, we'll be discussing that question with everybody. Yep, that's what we're doing. And it will be on Podbean and on YouTube also next. Oh yeah, don't get scammed. I will never reach out to you. Also, this goes live on WSCS and Rude Rangers and all of their stations and streaming channels and podcasts. Rebecca, I love the Tuesday book club also. I so look forward to it's so laid back and I don't everybody gets to participate. People use Podbean and call in and they get to participate and tell their answers. I love it. Okay. Um every Monday at noon and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. I go live taking your questions and answers for about an hour. And then on Tuesday, now we have the book club. If you are feeling like you need or want some healings and or clearings, the shorts, I try to upload them onto YouTube, but YouTube, it's been taking a little really long for them to get up. There's one that's on day 3 and it's still not up, but I post them on, I start them on TikTok and then I move them to everything else. So if you really want to get them and see all of them, they are on TikTok. For every clearing, you can you can use it for yourself, or you can also apply it towards others. So, for example, if like today was negative beliefs, if you know somebody who has negative beliefs, just, you know, uh, go there and think of them and whatever healing they need, they'll get at that time. Don't get scammed. I'll never reach out to you. I think I already said that. Excuse me. I do private sessions. If you would like a private session, one-on-one, you have a lot of questions, a lot to ask, or you need a lot of clearings, or you just have one situation that needs a lot of attention, that's a private session. If you just have general, like, tell me about my next 6 months, that's a private session. You can go to my website and set everything up. The site is tonig.info. Okay, we're going to get started. So for today, I'm gonna start with songs, but you know what? Even through the whole weekend, I've only had one song, so I don't have a lot of faith. We're gonna get a lot of songs today, but the first song is it's by I think Shabuzi, and it's somebody uh, double shot of whiskey. So that is the one that the one song I was getting this good Lord. I don't really I can't even get the words. I mean, I've heard the song on the radio and such, but they're not coming to me. Even through the weekend, all I heard was, "Good Lord, a double shot of whiskey." I don't know, maybe that was a message for me. Maybe somebody's trying to tell me, have have a double shot of whiskey. I don't know. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just saying I'm not gonna do that, but hey, okay. Here we go. Any other songs coming through today? Hmm. So I'm gonna do names, songs, people, places, things all together. So if I get names, if I get songs, if I get whatever, I'm going to say them. Miguel. Now the song could be a song you know your loved one knew, answering a question, um, or when you hear the song, you are your loved one is with you, but your loved ones are always with you. The next that the names could be their name, your name, the name of a person, place, or thing, pet, anything, something you love, they love. So the first name I'm hearing is Miguel, and the next thing I'm seeing is toast, but light, like light tan, brown, light, very light toast. Parts of it are still white. And then somebody saying like, "It's so dry." That's why we put stuff on it because it's so dry. You have to butter it or put jam on it or something on it because yes, it's bread that all the moisture has been taken out of, toast. And we thought it was a great idea. I don't know. Um, okay, names, people, place, things. Here we go. Courtney. Oh, this name always comes through. Leticia. It's with a CIA though at the end. Um, Marquise, jo- Joelle, Melinda, Brooke, Javon. I think it's not Javon. I think it's Javon, like with a J. But either way, I clearly am having trouble pronouncing it. Jovan, Giovanni, um, Cape Town, la 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 la, Joseph, and Miguel is coming through again. So we're going to leave that there, and we're going to. I want to go into something else to start the show. The clearing I did this morning is for the mind, the negative beliefs. And I just want to talk for just a really quick second. Actually, I don't even know what's about to come out because it's spirit coming through to talk about the mind and how our mind, something about our mind, they just want to come through, and I'm stalling waiting for the information so I know what's coming in, and they're like, just do it, just stop trying to control everything. um, I'm going to start with a kind of a question, but kind of a statement. And the statement is, do you control your mind, or does your mind control you? And does it go both ways? And when we're very young, okay, so they're here, they're coming through. When we are very young, our mind is programmed by all of those around us. The programming starts in our infancy. It actually starts in the womb, where the thoughts and the words and the behaviors are starting to come into us, and we are adapting so we can acclimate once we are out of the womb. But then once we come out, we are just a little energetic sponge. And unfortunately, most of us do not remember why we incarnated in the first place. And even if we do remember in those first years, we cannot verbalize it. And then the programming of those around us starts to take a hold, and what they want for us and how they want it starts to take a hold. And we start to acclimate to the area that we are in and that lifestyle. But when we come in, our mind is wide open, and we are supposed to be keeping our mind wide open and keeping it free from programs or programmed decisions, and just allowing a flow. So once we are here and we are in the space where we are being programmed, there is a part of us, our soul, our belief system, our innate guidance from within that is still trying to guide us in a certain direction. Let's say if it's career, if it's with what we want, what we love, where we want to be, then the programming comes in from others who are very well intentioned, and they love us so much and they want us to have this beautiful life, and to them our beautiful life looks like this, and they are doing this out of safety and protection and what they want for us. So we end up internally, there's a part of us that still has this navigation system on to the life we're supposed to have, and then the guided tour over here. And so we try to move forward, and we might say, but I like this. And we'll hear little children many times talk about what they want to be when they grow up. And parents often think, well, that's cute, but then they're not really listening because they have an idea. And so in the mind, as we go through life, everything around us, especially up until the age of 6, is really being absorbed and teaching us this is the world and this is what the world is like. Everything we see, everything we do, everything we experience. Then we end up growing up, and all the things that we heard and all the things that we had seen and experienced and the life that we lived as a child, we will oftentimes have those programs and those thoughts and those beliefs within our mind. And we have to start to discern, we have to decide which ones are beneficial and which ones are not. But so many people just think it is the way it is, and there's no way to change it. There is no, this is it. This is it, because it's something since childhood. And we don't realize it's just a thought, or like a belief that was taken on because it's something that we lived all of that time. And if we can start to look at each and every one of our beliefs, what's going on in our mind and why we have it, then we will be able to slowly take it apart and keep what only takes us forward, keep what only takes us into the spaces we want to be. And some really good examples of this are, I want you to think for a moment about finances and your beliefs about how you get money, your beliefs about how much that money should be, your beliefs about what's too much money and why it's too much money. So I'm going to give you a couple of very quick examples. What are your beliefs about money? And so many times when people go to school and they tell them, if you get this degree, this is how much you're going to make, their belief is created. That's it. Their belief is created. And they realize when they get out of school, this is the amount they're going to make from the career that they're going to have. And that belief is now a program and it is in their mind. However, what if your home belief system, what you grew up with, is there's never enough? So you get this position and maybe you're at the lower end, or maybe then your bills are exceeding it. And that is the belief kicking in and you taking the actions that go with that to create the same circumstances to hold those beliefs so true. Once you start to take that apart, the sky is the limit. So do you control your mind or does your mind control you? Many would say both. However, we can control the mind and we can change those thoughts every day by simply observing what we're thinking and questioning it like an internal conversation. Like, why do I believe that? Why did I do that? Where did that come from? When is the first time I experienced that? Is this true for everybody in the world, or is it only true for me? Is it only true for the family unit I'm in? Once you start to look at that, you will start to break free from that which confines you in this system. One of the main things that we really want you to know, and we want you to understand so beautifully, we need you to start questioning is first your own belief system, your own internal system, because once you can question your own internal system and understand these are just repeated patterns based on things I've heard, seen, and done in the past, you can start to question external systems that are no longer serving you. So many, and again, just using as a quick example, so many believe I have to work. I have to work this many hours. I have to get this money and I have to get these benefits and I have to. But what if that is not the fact? What if you are free to create whatever you want to create in whatever way you want to create it? And what if that is why you are here? And so for some people, that is going into a company and doing that work. But for other people, it looks completely different. But to know that you have that option and that it is up to you is the most important thing. Your mind is not something that is within you, it is something that is universal. It is something that holds all the mysteries, all the answers, every single thing that you could ever imagine or not imagine is within your mind. But what happens when we have a belief or a program is we shut out all other possibilities because we don't want to seem crazy. We don't want to seem, uh, we want to give in to the fear of more than or being wrong or no, it has to be this way because this is what I had been taught from very young. This is the way. If we allow ourselves to start just asking open ended questions of our mind, we will be in a space that allows us to take in universal information. Eventually, maybe not the first day, but eventually, and we will be in a space that allows us to have openings of our mind and our body and our heart in ways that have never ever happened ever. You are the portal. You are the portal of information. You were never supposed to be here in confinement of your mind and your heart. You are supposed to run wild. You are supposed to run free. You are supposed to question. You are supposed to talk. You are supposed to be open to all possibilities. And you are supposed to do this from your internal guide, your internal system, because what is for one person may not be for the other person, but inside of you, there is something that's trying to lead you into the space you want to be, to lead you into the place that you will fly. Okay, you guys. We're going to get started with questions and answers now. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm going to scroll all the way back up to the top and we're going to start with questions. If you are in Podbean, you can ask a question. Hey, Simply Jackie, thank you for joining Podbean. Hey, I can't pronounce. I'm just going to call you P. Thank you for joining on Podbean. Maris, how are you? Happy September. It's September 1st, everybody. Oh my goodness. Hey, Karen. Yeah, happy Memorial Day, everybody. Thank you so much. Rebecca, for putting all the information out. I appreciate it so much. Maris says, do you see NVDMV offices opening up this week? There was a cyber attack last Sunday. My truck title is in the middle of that, and that's the last document my recruiter is waiting on. Are they going to open up this week? Yes, no, yes, no. Certain parts will be, certain parts of it will be functioning, but other parts will not be functioning yet. You want to know when you're going to get your title. Is she going to get it the first week, the second week? I feel like you're going to get it next week, sweetie. And I do feel like once you get it, it's like hit the ground running, ready, set, here we go, sort of thing going on. So please know that it is coming for you. But interesting how they had a cyber attack, huh? So interesting. So interesting. Okay, Erin says, Happy Labor Day. The days I work are changing soon. Do you see it being better for me? Yes. I feel like it's going to be a very positive change. I feel like you're going to enjoy the change, and I feel like you're going to want to keep those hours, but this might go through the rest of fall and into winter, but in the spring they might change again, and it will be a financial thing. Now, I do feel like, Aaron, I also feel like you should be, if you can, depending on your hours and your schedule, you should really be taking steps into what's next for you. Okay. And make solid decisions. This is what I want. These are the steps I'm taking, and this is my timeline. It's okay if you don't stick to your timeline. Like if you say within 6 months, I want da da da. If it doesn't happen in 6 months, that's okay. But at least you're taking all the steps you need to take to get you there in the 6 months. Where, on the other hand, if you don't give yourself a timeline or a schedule or a schedule or a timeline, um, it'll just keep going and going and going, and like then years will pass. So say in a month I want to accomplish this, by 2 months I want to accomplish this, by 3 months I want to accomplish this. Once we I'm going to tell you guys something. Once you decide something, once you truly decide it with no question, it's there. Okay? If you're questioning how, if you're questioning when, if you're questioning, like, I'm going to give you some examples. And they're going to be, to some people, these examples are going to be so ridiculous, but just they're easy examples for me to use. If you want to purchase a home, or I'm going to use this one first, and then you know what you want that home to look like, but then you keep changing. Well, is this the better area? Is that the better area? Or should it have this? Or should it have that? The home isn't going to be there as quickly, because first it happens here, and then it happens here in the what we call the world, the real world. And real, I want you to think about real as REEL, the real world, because you're projecting out from your mind what is coming in and what you're going to see. So, for example, if you are in a space where you are saying, I want this, awesome, great, here it is, it pops in. And then you start questioning how you want it, when you want it, or how it's going to be done. They're going, okay, come on, figure it out. It's like, it's like when you're hungry and you don't know what you want to eat, but somebody's sitting there waiting so they can get the food for you. Like they're at the store and you're like, I don't know what I want. They're at the restaurant. You're like, I don't know what I want. And they're like, well, I'm sitting here in front of the person. Tell me what you want. And you're like, I don't know what I feel like. Like, figure it out. The person is waiting. There's a line behind me. And you're going, I don't know, maybe I want tacos, maybe I want wings, maybe I don't know. You have to figure, you kind of have to figure it out before they can make it and give it to you. So if you say, okay, I think I want tacos. Okay, because everybody always wants tacos. Okay, do you want chicken? Do you want beef? Do you want carne asada? I don't know. And you're like, oh my God, no more decisions. I don't know. Do you want chips? Of course I want chips. Don't ask me if I want chips. Chips automatically come with it. Do you want avocado? Of course I want avocado. Okay, what do you want on your taco? Chicken or beef? I don't know. You have to figure it out. You have to know, and then it will be there. Because just like if you, this whole existence was created for us the reason, okay, so you guys, they are strong. I think the reason I didn't get very many songs and or names today is because They're spirit angels, they're here going, no, let's go. Let's go. Um, so in this world, the world that we are sitting in, our job, our purpose, our function here is to create, to be in a space where we are completely creating. And once we have it in our head of what we want, it has no choice to be here. It will show up. Now, some people will say, "Oh my God, I can't believe this would happen. I can't believe." Like, let's use the lottery, which it's becoming blatantly obvious that that might be rigged, but whatever. Um, let's just use that. If people buy tickets and but they don't believe they're going to win. That's why I'm using it. They're like, "Yeah, it would be cool, but I don't think I'm going to win." Put your money back in your pocket, sir. They want to take the chance. They have the hope of it, but they don't have the belief of it. Okay? So in this existence that we are in, the things that we believe, that we truly believe, are the things that are going to come. And then once we believe it, like, yes, this is going to happen, when we can start visualizing it and feeling it with our heart, the emotion will add to it and put into it, and we don't have to think that much about it. We don't need to know every single detail. We just need to know this is the way it works. So if we can spend 10 seconds focusing in on and seeing and having the knowing this is for us. And I will tell you, every single person that has that knowing, it comes to them. And it comes to them in the extent, or to the extent, that they believe. So if I believe, mm, uh, I don't, I, can, I have so many good examples, but I don't know which, like, if I believe, if I want to, let's say, move from where I am now and find a space, the way I'm going to do this is, first, I'm going to visualize the space I want, the home I want, and the amenities that come with it. And then I may not even visualize the price, because what I'm going to say and know is that it's going to obviously be something I can afford, or it's going to be something that's meant for me. So it's going to come in that way. Okay. Because there are homes that are similar in every single price range. Now, some of them obviously are much, much nicer and have some very, like, maybe higher end flooring or whatever. Um, but the one that is for me, that I see, is going to be there regardless of, it's just going to be there. It has no choice. So when I was visualizing, I and I was doing it as I was falling asleep, and I just visualized a vehicle. And I just said an SUV or something like it, leather and options I don't even know about yet. And I could see only the steering wheel and the leather seats, the black leather seats. And within 6 months, and one of the things I said is, that it comes to me. I don't pay for it. It comes to me, and I didn't even want to pay the taxes on it. And nobody gets hurt. Always add that to the end of everything, and nobody gets hurt. And within 6 months, I want to say it was more like 4 months, I was driving, uh, I was picking up that vehicle and driving it exactly as I had created it. And I didn't, I had forgotten about the manifestation. And as I was driving down the street, I said, oh my goodness, this is my manifestation. Now, I didn't say I want this type of vehicle. I just said brand new, this SUV or something like it. And then had it, and it ended up being the Jeep, which I should have added. And it's a very reliable and good vehicle with no problems. I should have added that, but I didn't. The assumption is if you're buying new, right? Right. So once we are clear about what we want, even if we leave a couple of parameters open, the the universe will deliver, because that is why we are here. We didn't come here to live a cookie cutter life. We did not. We did not come here to do the same thing every day in and day out. Yes, there are some things that are going to repeat, but we came to live and explore and to be with people who are similar and like minded and open and expanding, and who want all of this for us. Okay, so just so you know that, and you start playing with it and have fun with it, and don't take it seriously. And once you put it out there, just forget about it. Just let it go and know they've got you, and it's coming to you, and it's going to happen in a way so much better than you could have imagined, but also in a way that is um, not what you expected, probably, because the way sometimes things happen is very different than the way you would imagine. But let me ask you this. If you're asking for, let's just say, you're asking for a certain amount of money, okay? Let's just say, I'm going to make up an amount here, $50,000. And how would you get that money? You could win it, but how many people really win at the casino? How many people really win in the lottery, that amount of money? Some people do, yeah, they do. Some people do, but what are the chances of that? Maybe good. Maybe that's the way it comes to you. You could get a bonus at work, but I don't know very many people that get that much of a bonus at work. But if you're asking for it and then somebody comes into your life and they give it to you and you're not romantically involved with this, so many people have a problem with that. There are so many people that instantly, and I can feel the energy here of people going, but would I owe them? What would I have to do for it? Because we are so ingrained in the belief system that this is how we get money. This is how we get work. This is how we get this, right? And just what if, the way the universe can bring you things is in a way you would have never even imagined? Keep your mind open and flowing. Keep yourself open and flowing. Don't have judgments and don't have fears when it comes to what you want and how it can come to you. Keep your mind open and keep it flowing. Okay. Now we are going to go to Elizabeth is asking, hey Toni, hey Elizabeth, do you see me traveling soon, vacation or camping? Uh, I feel like it might be more camping than it is something else. And I feel like, although I really want to say vacation, I feel like it's going to be camping. Now, I'm not saying there won't be another vacation because I do feel like there is going to be another vacation. And I feel like that's going to be coming in January, a bigger vacation is coming in January, Elizabeth. But I feel like right now you might do a little camping. I think it's going to be a smaller camping trip also. Hey, Sal. Hey, Sal, there's something kind of big coming in for you. I don't know what it is, but they're just telling me, so I'm telling you. Something kind of huge or big is coming in for you, Sal. Hey, Catherine. Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca, how are you?
Good morning, hi, or good afternoon. Tony,
Yeah,
I do have a question.
yes.
You know how you said about the food, you want taco, you want this. That's how I feel about my job right now. I'm doing a
Yes.
new job search. I'm trying to find a new job, but I want it all. It's like I'm hungry for everything, but is there some guidance from my guide saying, go this route, go this direction? Because I want to do it all, to be honest. And I'm like, what do I apply for?
Yeah. So, okay. So and it's such a big, and this is such a perfect example of what we're discussing, or what Spirit's discussing with everybody, is that it is, we, when we start to heal, I can't even express this. Once we start to heal and our heart is more open and we're in that space, we feel safer and more confident to go out and go after anything and everything. So one of the things I want to say for you, Rebecca, that I see coming in is you're going to feel elevated. You don't know what it is quite yet because you're still in a little bit of a process of letting go of some things, letting some things like fly off your back. As I see you, like in my imagination, in the front, you're ready to run. But in the back, there's still all these like things coming out of the back of you that are like traumas and stuff like that. As soon, and you'll find something very, very soon. I want to first say that. But as soon as that process is done, you're going to know, like you know, like you know. Now, Rebecca, I know that you're talking about a job, and I always say, is there something you've always wanted to do, like on your own, a business that you coulda, woulda started in the past, or something you're really good at that you really love?
You know, I'm not a great cook. And my son just keeps pushing me on selling. You know how there's people now like sitting in their car with their trunk open selling burritos, whatever. And
Yeah.
then just insists for me to start doing something like that. I'm like, wow, that's not me, but I can do it. So
I
that's something that I'm planning to do too. And
Yes.
soon. I'm just not sure when, but I'm not a great cook, but I'm gonna give it a try.
Listen, here's my theory. You don't have to be able to cook everything. If you have one signature thing that you can take here, 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 or here, I'm going to tell you there are a ton of people that don't have anybody cooking for them. Or if, let's just say there's so many ways that if you cook, first of all, and sons are honest. So if they love your food, trust them. I'm sure it's good. But second, there's out of the trunk of the car. There's two elderly people who might not be able to get up and go out and have food. There's driving, like I oh yeah, 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 yeah. I'm so excited. My words are like fumbling over each other. There are so many ways you can do this. I mean, and it doesn't cost a lot. It doesn't. I know of someone who would cook big amounts in their home, and then they everybody knew, and they would come and get a plate for one or two people and pay for it and leave. And they were working this right out of their kitchen. Um, so, what I would say is there are so many different ways you can do it, and you don't have to know how to cook everything. If you have one signature thing, that's good enough. My mom's signature thing was her cannoli cake. People would have paid anything for my mom's cannoli cake. Anything. And to this day, even though we can come close to replicating it, we can't we can't make our cake taste the same as hers with that buttercream frosting. And she would always say to us, it's so crazy because my mom would not buy anything organic or whatever. She would buy like the least expensive stuff. And so I jokingly say we have to go get generic everything and make the cake to make it taste like hers. But if you have one or two signature things, that's where you start and you go from there. I will tell you, some people will like for a certain rice dish or this or that, they will travel for it. They will. Absolutely. So please know that. And this is another thing. People are buying those, like, it's a pizza thing that it just rotates and cooks the pizza, and they're showing, or like a pizza oven thing that they can plug into their vehicle, and they're showing up and cooking the pizza right there and then delivering it to the there's so much with food right now that people are doing that's amazing. So I would say, Rebecca, just start small. Don't have some like, I have to do this and this. Create one dish or meal and have it available for people to purchase, or go someplace for people for lunch on a Saturday at Home Depot or whatever it is, and do it. Why do I don't think, I don't know. I'm just going to say this because I keep hearing this. Tamales.
Yeah.
Tamales. I just keep hearing tamales, 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 tamales. And I didn't say it because, even though I know like they're never wrong, I still get nervous. But tamales, people, if you know how to make tamales, people don't have the time to make tamales. You just trust, trust it. And
Okay.
the people who know us and love us will give us those messages, and they're speaking, they're channeling for from above for us when they're giving us those messages, also love. So please know that.
Thank you, Tony. That's what I'm gonna do.
You
Tomorrow.
do it.
That's my mind.
Because, and
Because
you go, I'm sorry, go ahead.
the cold season is coming, and that's a perfect meal for people to eat.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a soup you can make too. There's a soup, and people will love the soup also. And that's easy. I mean, you can even make the soup and then put it in like containers and then do it that way. I just feel like go for it. Just go for it. And start with people you know, and then let them spread the word for you. Okay?
Thank you, Tony.
You're so welcome, Rebecca. I love this for you. And the beautiful thing about doing something like this is you can still keep your regular job, having your solid income, get this on the side, and have extra coming in and letting it build while you're doing that.
Thank
And
you, Tony.
you're welcome. And Rebecca, and also then your sons will spread the word, and they will be like your marketing team, and they'll be coming and picking it up and taking it to other people too. So just know that, okay, sweetie?
Thank you, Tony.
You are welcome. You have an amazing rest of the day, Rebecca. And thank you for calling in. Thank you so much. So, you guys, if you want to call in and have a conversation, that's how it goes. You just need to be in Podbean. And Rebecca did put everything in the chat on YouTube of how to do that on Podbean. Thank you, Rebecca. so much for that. Hey, Ishika, Crystal, Sarah, Ashika, do you see me land a job at this company called Coins Switch? Coin Switch, not Coins Witch, Coin Switch. I was like, oh, coin switch. That's a weird coin switch. Focus in on the question. I'm so sorry. She got- Yeah, I do feel like they are going to bring you on. I do feel like you're going to take it. I feel like while you're there, keep your options open. Not that you're going to leave there, but I do feel like keep your options also open. I feel like there's a lot of movement in that company. I just see a lot of movement. I don't know if that means you'll go from location to location, you'll be traveling with this company. I don't know what that means. Or maybe people move positions a lot in this company. Whatever it means, I just see a lot of movement with the company, love. So please know that, okay? All righty. Hey, Papa. On Podbean. Hey, Chamsy. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Welcome to Podbean. Welcome to the show. Okay. Crystal, will my ex ever unblock me? Girl, girl. When a guy blocks you, you're the one. You're the beast. You did to him what he did to all the others. Is that wrong? That brings me so much joy. Girl, men never block anyone because they want to keep that option open. They want to be able to run back. They want to be able to spin that block. Oh my gosh, I hope you're laughing. I hope you're laughing, Crystal. Will he ever unblock you? No, I don't know that he's gonna unblock you, but I can tell you, um, the I do hear a song with let it go. Who gives a poop? Let it go. I am going to say, don't. Good. Good. All I hear is, oh yeah. I want to know what happened. We need to know the story, Crystal. We need the story because there are a lot of girls out here going, "How can I get this dude to stop? How can I get him to stop?" How did you get him to block you, sweetie? Because we're sick of playing whack-a-mole with these punks. You pop them here, they pop up there. You pop them there, they pop up here. I'm so sorry. Oh. Mm. If you know, you know. That's when, so Crystal, that's when you turn the game on them, men black, and they realize they can't get over on you anymore. I don't know what the story is. I'm not even trying to look at the story because I'm just having so much fun with this. Um, like it brings me so much joy. Usually it's the other way around. I'm sorry, Crystal. Let me get a little bit serious about this. Okay, will he ever unblock you? No. No, but here's the I want to tell you everything I'm hearing. No, but thank God he won't. I feel like even if he did unblock you, it would be so chaotic. The situation would be so chaotic. Here's one thing that I personally learned, and every woman who's been in an on again, off again, ghosting, unhealthy, toxic, narcissistic, either even friendship, I'm gonna speak on that just a little bit in a second. Um, when the person comes back or whatever, you think maybe they changed, you think maybe it's gonna be better. It's not, it's actually worse. And I will say it's actually worse because you realize so much about that person, even if it's a friend. Like, once you see certain things about a person, once you understand certain things about a person, and once you, like, can look at them and go, every other word out your mouth is a lie, or you're just not a good person. You can never have that same relationship with them again. And I'm going to say this, I've had some people in my life that I knew, but I didn't care, and because we knew each other for a really long time. But then when it reached a certain point and certain things started happening over and over again, especially the lying. Oh my God, the lying. How many of you have had a friend or partner or family member that just they lie like their life depends on it? I swear to God, they're on a PPL program, pay per lie. Every time I lie, I make $1. Woo! Give me that money. I mean, the lying and the sneakiness. How do you even talk to a person who lies? Like, you never know. You never ever know. Like, what's the point of a conversation? Because, like, is this true? Is this true? Is this even true? And why am I wasting my ears on lies? Why? I had this person in my life. They're not in my life anymore, but I kept asking them, let's go paddleboarding, let's go paddleboarding, let's go paddleboarding. Kept saying no. But then where they work, they went and told everybody that we went paddleboarding and we had a great time. And then tells me, okay, so I told everybody that we went paddleboarding. So if they bring it up, tell them we went. I was like, if you want to lie, go ahead and lie, but I'm not going to live your lie. I actually and what's the point of making up that story and telling that whole story? What was people like that? They're on demon time. They're on some serious demon time. I like, what is the point of lying to everybody about something that doesn't even matter? Nobody cares if you went paddleboarding or not. Nobody cares. People are not that invested in anybody else's life. They're barely invested in their own life any longer. And you making up this whole story, but everything that came out of the mouth was just like, I just would look at this person and go, that's a lie. That's a lie. At one point, this person looked at me and she goes, okay, that was a lie. I'm like, I know. I know. I love you all so very, very, very much. Have an amazing rest